Howdy, folks. How are you? How is the sound? And what have you been up to today? I have done nothing. For once, I've done nothing. I've actually decided to have a rest day today, because last week I just finished the Sony animation sequels ranking video, and then I went off to work for two nights. So after that, I was just like, I've done a little work. I've done a little work since, but like most of the day, I've just been like, I've just not been in the right mood, I would say, to make anything. I might make something after the stream. I might make a little something after this stream. Thinking about it. Evan says, sounds good. Dude, it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. She got on Karan to come in and sing the Muppet Show theme to get this started. Evan says they've just finished their review of Uncharted. Did you enjoy Uncharted? Evan also says, I also saw and reviewed Hotel Transylvania 4. I agree with you. I'll give it a C-. That's very generous. I'll probably give it like a D. Kirst, I'm good. Just had a photo shoot with an old college friend the other day. Ooh. What was the photo shoot for? I've done photo shoots myself. Like I did one where it was like a Jambareeqi like publicity kind of like photos I had to take for like for something academic. Yeah, I remember now. It was like one of my courses at university required. It was all about building your online network. So I had to like work with like a photography student to make a bunch of Jambareeqi publicity pictures. And the other time I had a photo shoot, I volunteered to be a model for a friend at my university who was studying fashion. Yeah, I had to wear this. I had to wear the clothes she designed. While there was like her class were watching, and there was like 3 teachers judging. It was one of the weirdest experiences. It was so strange. So yeah, in today's stream, I'm gonna be counting down my picks for the top 5 Muppets movie songs. My favorite songs from Muppets movies. To be honest, this has been one of the hardest top 5s I've ever done. Like, I'm already feeling a lot of regret for the ones I didn't include, because there's so many great Muppets movie songs. So many. Yeah, it was so difficult. I kind of wish I did this as a top 10. Evan, I think the main reason I gave it a great gave it my grade to Hotel Transfer 4 was because of the animation. I found it to be the most rubbery of the 4. Yeah, it is very rubbery. Late Full Girl. I'm just gonna say right away, I did not grow up with the Muppets. In fact, the only Muppet movie I've seen is Muppet Christmas Carol. I liked it. Ooh, awesome. If you like Muppet Christmas Carol, you definitely like the other Muppets films, because they're kind of sort of the same thing. Especially if you want something very similar to Muppets Christmas Carol in terms of like an adaptation of a period novel, watch Muppet Treasure Island. It's from the same team. Same director, Brian Henson. So yeah, I'd definitely say if you're gonna leave Muppet Christmas Carol, if you're gonna leave off of that onto another Muppets film, definitely Muppet Treasure Island. Plus you get some Tim Curry. Hi Cameron. So yeah, I'm gonna let people join the stream, and then I will start the countdown. Listy, I'll be honest, my top 5 would be all from Carol. Don't blame you. It was so hard to not make it all Muppet Christmas Carol songs. Yeah, I feel like that one's got some of the best songs. Like, there's no bad songs whatsoever in that one. So difficult. It was so hard to like, because I basically listened to all the songs from every single film, listed all the ones that I liked, and then I had to like chop them down one by one till I got down to 5, and it was so difficult, so fucking hard. I felt bad every time I knocked one off, because I was like, but it's so good. It belongs in my top 5. I feel like there's like 20 songs that belong in my top 5, which makes no sense. Evan, did you know that Muppet Christmas Carol also had an extended version? Unfortunately, it's only available at the 4:3 aspect ratio. I think I've heard of that, yeah. Is that the one where they still keep the Bells song? Cameron, I had no nostalgia towards the Muppets, but when I first watched Muppets 2011, the Rainbow Connection song got me teary-eyed. Oh, bless you. Yeah, because they it gets like a different context in Muppets 2011. Listing every time you cut off a song, you make Robin cry. Bad Jambareeqi. Oh no, you're rubbing salt in the wound. That's awful. Dang it, I'm getting my revenge on you, Listy. I'm gonna think of a catchy song to get stuck in your head. So yeah, it was very tricky to pick these, but at the same time, when the poll for this stream was happening, it was narrowed down to either doing the Muppets movie songs or classic Simpsons episodes. And I kind of wanted to like pre-plan just in case it was Simpsons. So I had a little go of trying to work out which were my top 5 for that. I still haven't worked out. I still haven't worked out my top 5 favorite classic Simpsons episodes. It's so hard. Cameron, and I even saw Muppets Christmas Carol, very fun Christmas movie. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed that one. Right, let's get the ball rolling. Definitely given a chance. Thank you for following. Was it say Wumbo Pro? Wumbo Pro. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Okay, so yeah, here are my top 5 favorite Muppets movie songs. Here we go. So the first one, number 5, in 5th place, it is When You're a Professional Pirate from Muppet Treasure Island. Yes, this song is like it's like the definitive pirate song. On the surface, that's what it's kind of like. But I think what makes this musical number such a classic is how it beams with so much pride for sea-sailing villainy, all while the pirates try to paint themselves as noble sailors. The music and lyrics are full of joy and delight, with every pirate smiling and laughing. It's just the best kind of nautical fun. The whole thing manages to blend the folksy cheeriness of a sea shanty with the boldness of a brass orchestra, and somehow it works. But let's be fair, folks. Let's be fair. Let's be honest. The best aspect of the song is Tim Curry. Tim has already proved himself to be a terrific pirate villain so far in this film. And then we get to this point and he gets to show off his pipes and he gets to mug at the camera as he laughs maniacally. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and I love that whenever Tim makes a big speech about pirating, all to convince Jim to see the appeal of the lifestyle, the other pirates accompany John's monologue with an awesome humming chorus, and just makes his lectures, makes his monologues even more awesome. So yeah, what does everyone think of When You're a Professional Pirate? What are your opinions on that classic song? Oh, Cooper says, I remember having a sing-along tape in conjunction with Muppet Treasure Island. Oh, lucky. Listy, I think Curry had genuine fun belting that one out. He really did. You can really tell he's having a blast. Listy, wasn't he in the stage version of Pirates of Penzance? Am I imagining that? I feel like he wasn't he? I know he was King Arthur in Spamalot, but I can't remember if he was in Pirates. Evan, what do you think of Curry's singing voice in this song? Well, the thing is, he mainly does talk singing throughout most of the song. And then but at some point he actually gets to sing, and I like that though, because it's like John is just playing it cool. He doesn't need to sing. He knows what he wants to say. He's got the confidence to say it. And at the one point, he's like, you know what? I've gotten through this whole song without singing. I deserve a chance to bellow the rest of the song out. He gets to really sing it out with so much glee. Late Fall Girl. I saw on YouTube because Tim Curry is in it. It's a great pirate song. Yeah, that's the thing, is like at the end of the day, it is a great pirate song. Like, it's one of the best pirate songs even. And I've heard my fair share of pirate songs because I love sea shanties and I love pirate music, and I was born on Talk Like a Pirate Day. So yeah, it definitely stands out as one of the greatest pirate songs. It's almost like a celebration of like Hollywood pirates. Evan, keep in mind, I never saw Muppet Treasure Island, so I can't say much. No worries. Hello, Dunn. We've just started the countdown, and number 5 is When You're a Professional Pirate from Muppet Treasure Island. So does anyone else have anything to say about When You're a Professional Pirate before I move on to 4? A lot of people here don't remember Muppet Treasure Island. Oh dear. I feel like I might have to do most of the talking for this one then. But I feel like I've said everything. I feel like that's all I can really say about this song. I feel like, and there are some pretty damn good songs in Muppet Treasure Island, like Shiver My Timbers. So good. So what one of the best ways to open a Muppets movie. So friggin' good. And like there's no actual Muppets on screen. Like there's actual puppets there, but there's no Muppet characters, but it still opens up and still gets you in the mood. So Shiver My Timbers so close to being on here. Listy Rimsey, when you're a professional pirate. It's got great tune. Okay, so yeah, anything people want to say before we move on to the next one? I want to give people a chance to throw their opinions out there about When You're a Professional Pirate from Muppet Treasure Island. I feel like it's one of Tim Curry's best moments in cinema as well. I really do. I feel like every time I think of Tim Curry's career, one of the biggest things that comes to mind is just When You're a Professional Pirate. I just feel like it really is Tim in his A game, Tim at his best, and shows everything that's great about Tim, like his charisma, his energy, his singing talent, his performance talent, his acting range. Everything can be summed up in this song. It's so good. I'm not sure if anyone else has got something to say about this song, so I might just move on. Might just move on to the next one. Okay, so what's my number 4? Oh wait, so someone Late Full Girl. I think Hans Zimmer might be my favourite movie soundtrack producer. Yeah, I didn't even know Hans worked on Muppet Treasure Island until research today. But like, you can tell, it's very Hans Zimmer-y. Listy, if anyone could be the first human puppet, it's him. It's true, yeah. So yeah, my number 4. What's my number 4? What's my 4th favourite Muppets movie song? It is I'm Going Back There Someday from the Muppet movie. When the Muppets stop for the night to camp, Gonzo starts singing about how he feels, about the day he's gone through, and it's just beautiful. Like, Gonzo is best known for being like the goofiest and silliest Muppet, so it's amazing that the Muppet movie gives him a quiet solo song, and even more impressive that when you actually hear it, it's just so sweet. It's so sweet. And Gonzo has a very nasally and scratchy voice, yet his singing is so tender, and he just sings from the heart about flying into the air, meeting new friends, and his dream of feeling like he belongs somewhere. The song even has a deeper meaning after you've seen Muppets from Space, because Muppets from Space gives this song more context, more layers, because now we know that Gonzo's from space. His desire to reach the stars comes off as even more poignant. It really is one of my favourite scenes in the Muppet movie. It really just, when I think of the Muppet movie, this is one of the images that like come straight to mind. So yeah, what does everyone think of I'm Going Back There Someday from the Muppet movie? I've noticed that out of all the Muppet films, the Muppet movie is the one that not many people have actually seen, which is interesting because it's the first one, it's the debut, and I would say it's the best one as well, so it's kind of surprising. It's very difficult to find it for people that have seen the Muppet movie. So yeah, if you've seen the Muppet movie, what do you think of I'm Going Back There Someday? Good night, Guido Dido. Yeah, for me, Gonzo is one of my I'd say, yeah, Gonzo is probably my favourite Muppet. I really resonate with him, really connect with him. Just, he's a fellow weirdo. And like, yeah, I see a lot of myself in Gonzo. And so when it gets to this scene where he's like wearing his emotions on his sleeve and like just, but in the most positive way, it speaks to me. It definitely speaks to me. Evan, I never saw the Muppet movie, but I can still see me getting close to tearing up. Gonzo is also my dad's favourite Muppet. Your dad has good taste in Muppets then. But I definitely encourage people to check out the Muppet movie. I really encourage people to check it out. It's kind of surprising that not many people have seen it, but to be fair, it's the oldest one, so that probably explains why not many people have seen it. But it's really good. It's very much a road trip film, but it's also about creatives joining together, about creators banding together and sharing the same kind of dream and bringing that dream to life. as a team, which you don't really see much of, because most films are about that one hero that's trying to like achieve his goal. But like this one, it's about a bunch of like-minded people, a bunch of people with the same kinds of like interest in performance and theatre, just going, you know what, we're all on the same boat. Let's sail the same boat together. That's what I feel like the Muppet movie is all about. Done. The song is nice, and I love Gonzo too. And seeing Muppets from Space, the song makes sense. It does. It's kind of amazing that. It's kind of amazing that when Paul Williams was writing, I'm going to go back there someday for the Muppet movie, he wouldn't have known that Gonzo was from space. At that point in Muppets lore, he was just like a weirdo. That's it. He was just a strange Muppet. And then when Muppets from Space came along, that it just added so much more to this song. Listy, I've seen it twice, but I don't remember the song. Watch the film again and pay attention for this song, because it's really, really good. It happens just before Kermit starts talking to himself. Yes, the Muppet movie came out in the 70s. It did, yeah. And it is a very 70s film, to be fair. Evan, is this still the best Muppet movie in your opinion? As far as I remember, yes, I would say it's probably my favourite one still. But I haven't watched it in a while. I haven't watched the Muppet movie in a while. When it comes to rewatching Muppets films, I tend to rewatch Christmas Carol and Treasure Island, because those are the ones that are most nostalgic to me. And like, what my tradition every Christmas is to watch Muppets Christmas Carol. Doesn't matter which part of December, I've got to watch it. So does anyone else have any opinions on I'm going back there someday? I feel like I'm picking all the obscure songs so far. I don't know why, they're not that obscure. They're not that niche. I feel like the Muppets community, the Muppets fan base, tend to really like these songs. So I don't feel too alone. But yeah, any other thoughts on I'm going to go back there someday before I reveal my number 3 pick? Any thoughts at all? Evan, they may be obscure, but they're at least underrated. I don't even think they're underrated, because when you think of When I'm a Professional Pirate, I feel like that's something that people connect Tim Curry with a lot. So yeah, I don't feel like these songs are too obscure. Maybe I'm going back to there someday is kind of obscure. Don also says overall good song. I don't think anyone else has got something to say, so let's move on. So, what is my number 3 for my top 5 Muppets movie songs? It is Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie. Yes, another Muppet movie song. This song is such a masterpiece that I'd feel like a fool for not including it in my top 5. It's the opening song of the Muppet movie, and it's just Kermit singing to himself while playing the banjo. He's just jamming in the swamp as the camera pans around him. But it's the subtext of Rainbow Connection that's what makes it such a powerful prologue to a movie about chasing your dreams with friends. The song is about acknowledging the disadvantages and hardships of life, while also still believing in hope, still thinking maybe magic exists, maybe impossible is possible. It's why the song speaks to people. No, you can't wish upon a star to get what you want in life, but that doesn't mean that you have to let the harshness of the world swallow you whole. Having a sense of childlike imagination can make the hard days easier and the dreams worth dreaming. So yeah, it's brilliant. It's a classic, and it's even more emotional. It's even more emotional to watch, I think, when I think they did play it at Jim Henson's funeral, and it's even harder to watch at that point. Evan says, finally, a song that I do know. Listy, my friends danced to that at their wedding. It was very cute. Which song? The Rainbow Connection. That'd be awesome if there was a wedding dance to Rainbow Connection. That would be so cool. Evan, did you know that the song was covered by a rock band during the bloopers at the end of Kermit Swamp Years? I vaguely remember. I've not seen Kermit Swamp Years for so long though. I've not seen it since I did the top 5 best and worst on it. Cameron, Rainbow Connection is a beautiful song. Dunn also says, I love the song, it's peaceful, and I believe it's the Muppet National Anthem. It is, it really is, it definitely is. And it's possibly the most famous Muppet song as well. Like, if you were to, like, ask someone, hey, off the top of your head, list a bunch of Muppet songs, the first one they would definitely go with is Rainbow Connection, unless they've not seen Muppet Movie. But then again, I feel like Rainbow Connection has gone beyond the Muppet Movie, and like it's known for being just a great song, just a great song. Cursed. It's so touching when Kermit sang the song during the start of the pandemic, proving its timeless nature. Yes, it's been sung in so many different ways, and every time it's performed, it doesn't matter what the context is, the song still has merit and meaning. Like in the Muppets 2011, when it's performed in that film, it's more of a romantic ballad, and it's got a different context, but the message is still there somehow. It's beautiful. It's such a versatile song in a way. Lucy says, yeah, they had their first dance to Rainbow Connection. The wife is a big Muppet nut. Oh, that's lovely. That's so cute. Done. It's even more sad that they played the song at Jim's funeral. They did. Yeah, I was saying this early on. Like, yeah, they played it at Jim's funeral. I really recommend people check out Jim Henson's memorial funeral. You can see clips of it on YouTube, and like, because of Jim's nature, because he was all about like cheeriness and happiness and making people happy and smile, he didn't want his funeral, his memorial, to be like sad. So his memorial is basically Muppet and Sesame Street performers covering classic Jim Henson songs. That's all it is, but it's so emotional to watch because each song has a different meaning because the performers are singing it for Jim. So yeah, definitely check that out. Evan, I'll be honest, I actually liked the song more during the finale of the 2011 Muppets. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Could be doing in the Muppets 2011 movie, they somehow add an extra emotional layer for how it reunited Kermit and Piggy. Yeah, like I said, it becomes a romantic ballad. It becomes a romantic ballad. To think that you could take a song that's supposed to be the opening prologue for a road trip movie and turn it into a romantic ballad, that's genius to me. That's absolutely genius. So does anyone have anything else to say about Rainbow Connection before I reveal my number 2 spot? I definitely knew from the beginning that like Rainbow Connection was going to be in this top 5. It just had to be. I just didn't know where. Like, I know that most people probably put that at number 1, but you'll see why it's at my number 3 when you see my 2 and 1. So yeah, any more opinions before I move over to number 2? I mean, it's kind of tricky when it comes to top 5s because like, even when you've narrowed it down to 5, you have to put it in order. It's like there's like stages for creating a top 5. Cameron says it's one of those songs that cheers me up. Yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that. It is a very uplifting song because even though it addresses the reality of things, it also basically says that like there's magic out there, there's love out there, there's hope out there. I feel like those are the kind of songs we need more of, and especially around about now, hence why Kermit performed it during the pandemic. I think it's time to move on to number 2, because I don't think anyone else has got something to say about Rainbow Connection. Oh wait, Evan, say you warned about your best and worst videos, but at least you did have a way to rank the movies. True. Okay, so what is my number 2? What is my number 2? My number 2, when it comes to top 5 Muppets movie songs, is When the Love Is Gone from Muppets Christmas Carol. Oh, this one gets me so emotional. When Scrooge visits his past, we see his former lover Belle breaking up with his younger self, and Belle gets to sing her goodbyes to Ebenezer. This song is just too good for words. I feel like it's really hard to put why I love it into words. It's just this quiet musical number that explores the pain of heartbreak in the most sincere way possible. It really is. While Belle mourns for the Scrooge she once knew, because he's become money obsessed now, she also reminisces fondly about the good times, and her acceptance helps her to stay strong. Like, there's just so many. There's so many. It's like the song is a story in itself because Belle is going through all these stages of emotions as she's leaving Scrooge. It's not a simple bye bye. It's over. There's so much more going on. It's just also perfect. The moment where Michael Caine's present-day Scrooge joins the ghost of Belle in a duet, it's heart-wrenching to watch. From Caine's struggles to sing along with his long-lost love to Meredith Braun's strong yet hurting voice. Oh, love it, love it. Screw Jeffrey Katzenberg, by the way, for deleting this song from the movie at first, because it's not just important for Scrooge's character development in the film. Like, it makes Muppet Christmas Carol way deeper. It's also a very emotional and beautiful breakup song in its own right. Like, you can listen to it on its own, and even without the context of Christmas Carol, it's still an amazing song. I also love that how at the end of Muppet's Christmas Carol, we get a reprise of the song, but it's called When Love Is Found, and this song serves as the conclusion to all the suffering that When Love Is Gone is about. So good. And trust me, When Love Is Found was close to being on this list, but I felt like it was just too short. So yeah, what does everyone think of When Love Is Gone? Where am I in chat? Gooby Dude, interesting that you picked the song only in the extended version. Yep, because it's supposed to be in the original version. Evan, unfortunately, I think the song is kind of ruined at the end with Gonzo and Rizzo crying comedically. I don't think it's a comical crying at all. I really don't. I highly disagree there. They're very sincerely crying. Very sincerely crying. Cameron, wait, who deleted the song? So basically, a little backstory. Jeffrey Katzenberg, when they screened this film, he thought that the song would make kids fall asleep. So he was like, take the song out. And then the film just lost so much in terms of like storytelling and meaning and subtext. And the thing is, I've met a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of people that as kids, When Love Is Gone was actually one of their favourite songs. So, screw you, Jeffrey. Late Full Girl. Such a shame the Disney Plus version cuts this one out. It weakens it a little bit. It does. It takes something away from the film. It really does. Because as a theatrical version, it's like a 4-star film. But then when you put When Love Is Gone in Muppets Christmas Carol, it becomes a 5-star, maybe even a 6-star film. Just adds so much more. It's integral. It's needed. It's like a missing piece of the jigsaw. Listy, yes, the part where Scrooge joins in, it's one of those cases where a character not being able to sing well suits the situation / character. Yes, and Michael Caine knew this. He knew this. He was well aware of this. Because like that wobbling of his voice, that nervousness in his voice, just it's needed. It's needed. If he was singing it perfectly, the emotion wouldn't be there. And I feel like that's something a lot of people need to take into account with a lot of songs, because emotion, when it comes to musical numbers, I think that emotion should trump everything. It really should. It doesn't matter how good your singing is, the emotion has to be there. Done. I've seen parts of the movie, but what I remember is seeing the trailer and being frightened by the Jacob Marley door knob scene. Oh dear. Evan says, fuck you, Katzenberg, your decision makes you worse than Hitler. I wouldn't go that far. I would definitely want to go that far, but yeah, he's a knob. But you got to remember that the CEOs at Disney are not our friends. They're not creatives. They're not artistics. Most of them don't know what they're doing, and I feel like Jeffrey Katzenberg is a prime example of that. Cameron, why would kids fall asleep? Children able to feel emotion, Mr. Katzenberg. Yep. It's from Katzenberg's end. It's very condescending. It's like he's saying, you know what, kids can't feel these things. Kids only want to have like crazy wacky things in their faces. Kids don't have patience. Kids can't sit still. It's like, give them a chance. Give them a chance. And When Love Is Gone proved that. Done. This movie is kind of dark. It's Christmas Carol. Most Dickensian stories are quite grim. They're quite dark, quite grim. So yeah, does anyone want to say anything else about When Love Is Gone from Muppets Christmas Carol, which is my number 2 pick? Evan, maybe we should give Katzenberg a potion that makes him like Fred Rogers. I don't want to force someone to be good. Listy, there's a lot of amazing songs nearly cut for being boring. Over the Rainbow, Part of Your World, Look at They Stayed. Yeah, I feel like I will admit, it's kind of scary and risky to put a quiet song in a musical, because musicals are traditionally known for having very, like, big showstoppers and stuff like that, and you want to keep the audience's attention. I get that, I totally get that. But you need those quiet songs to serve as breaks in between the big ones, and so that you can, like, dive more into the characters. Because, like, a musical could be way more than what it is when you have those little solo numbers that are about the characters' feelings. Yeah. More quiet songs, I say. Definitely need more quiet songs. No, we don't have to have a good musical number isn't like, it's not about how loud it is. Yeah. So, any other thoughts on When Love Is Gone, anyone? Before I reveal my number one pick? Or the big one? It's interesting Listy says that Part of Your World was almost cut, because that was another song that Jeffrey Katzenberg wanted to cut, yes. It's like example 256 of Katzenberg's terrible career decisions. Listy, you need the quiet so that my mum can go pee, in my experience with movies/musicals. Dang it. It's kind of true, to be fair. I can see some people seeing the quiet song as a chance to take a pee break. Then again, you might miss something. You might miss something. I mean, like, if your mum left the room when Over the Rainbow went on, you're not gonna really get the Dorothy character after that. You have to put with your mum going, "Oh, who is this Dorothy? Oh, why she want to go over the rainbow?" Okay, I'm not sure if anyone else wants to say anything about When Love Is Gone. Because of the stream delay, I can never know if people are still typing or not. So I'm like, just kind of waiting for people to reply. But yeah, if you're ever gonna see Muppets, if you've not seen Muppets Christmas Carol before, do so and make sure you see the extended version so that you can get When Love Is Gone. Late Forgo, my favourite part of it is the duet between Scrooge and Belle. Yeah, agreed. Like, it's amazing because you're basically seeing the future Scrooge duetting with a woman he's not seen since his younger years. All while he's watching his younger self missing an opportunity. And what I also like about the scene is that it's not all just present day Scrooge and Belle. Young Scrooge is doing his own thing as well. He's not singing, but if you watch him, there's emotion from him as well. Like, not exactly on the nose, not exactly direct, but like the way younger Scrooge like observes Belle singing and the way that he returns to her, walks back from her, watches, just little things. You have to watch the scene again just to notice the little subtle things that young Scrooge does. I feel like that's a very underrated aspect of the song. Okay, let us reveal my pick for number one. What is my favourite Muppets movie song? Can you guess? Everyone can have a guess now. Evan is guessing Man or Muppet. What's everyone else's guesses? What do you think my number one could be? What do you think it is? I'm always curious to know. John says, my guess is Life is a Happy Song. A lot of people think I'm picking a song from Muppets 2011 so far. Everyone's saying Life is a Happy Song. Interesting. So yeah, throw your guesses out there before I reveal it. Camera says the Muppets theme. That's not really a song made for the films though. That came before the films. Cooper Dude, we're doing a sequel. I'm gonna give people a little more time to guess. A little more time. Give you an opportunity to really think about it. Listy Rimsey, Muppet Baby Song. Oh, not that one. Okay. So, my favourite Muppets movie song, my number one pick for this stream, goes to Thankful Heart from The Muppet Christmas Carol. Yep. So after Scrooge has been visited by the three ghosts, he becomes a changed man, and that's what this song is all about. I can't help but smile when the film gets this song. Everything is just so chipper and uplifting. You really do rejoice in Scrooge's redemption and his new love for life. I also like that the Muppets are more of a backing chorus for Scrooge in this song. They don't upstage him or make the ending about them. Instead, they're the voices of encouragement and support, each one delighted that this mean man is now eager to change the world and help his fellow man. The main reason I picked this song for my number one, though, well, out of every Muppet movie song, I feel like this is the one that best embodies Jim Henson's philosophies and the lessons he wanted to set out to teach using the Muppets, which is the importance of spreading love and the joy that can come from helping others. It's a song that best represents the heart of the Muppets and the soft, gooey side of these cartoony felt characters. So yeah, what does everyone think of Thankful Heart? So Lister Rimson says, yes! That's a good response. So yeah, Thankful Heart is my favourite Muppets movie song. Trust me, it was really difficult to narrow down. So difficult. And if anything didn't make this top 5, it's not because I think it's a bad song. It was really tricky trying to pick. Really was. But when it came down to it, Thankful Heart is the one that I just feel like is the... It's just the Muppets as a song. It really is the Muppets as a song. Like, every charm of the Muppets, I feel like, is in that song. Not just in terms of like the message it teaches, but also the dynamic between having a celebrity and the Muppets. Like, so good, so good. Kubidu, what? That's the sound of a good Scrooge. Can you believe he is changing? Yeah, I believe, but that's mainly Michael Caine's performance. Like, he's just so. He just looks so free and just so excited to do good. That I believe that he is ready to do all these great things. I really do. Evan, a perfect finale and payoff for the movie. Agreed. Done. Can you imagine if Scrooge from the 2009 Christmas Carol broke out with this song? Did not deserve it. Did not. I feel like maybe only Michael Caine could have sold this song. I really do. I really do. I can't imagine any other actor doing this song the justice it needed. But maybe that's because I've not seen any of actor do it. Listy, I really like how the song leans into the brass band aspect of the music. The whole film does, really. It's so common to just have sleigh bells or glockenspiels to make music sound Christmassy. Everyone forgets the good old brass band aesthetic. 100%, 1000% agree. I really do. It's very easy to have like jingle bells kind of like playing to create a Christmas feeling. But I feel like the parts where I get the Christmas feeling the most from Muppets Christmas Carol is from the brass. It really is. Especially that piece of music, that little music that plays just as Scrooge is at Bob Cratchit's house. And he's like, and therefore, I'm going to give you a raise. And that little music that plays, oh, so good. That gives me the Christmas feeling. That really does. Evan J. Sims, why Michael Caine? What makes him special for the song? I think it's just because... It's hard to narrow it down, but I think it's because... he's managed to embody the spirit of Scrooge so well throughout the film. And he's so well known for the hard-nosed kind of Cockney geezer kind of guy. So to see him, of all people, breaking that persona and being like the most wholesome, Fred Rogers level sweet kind of guy, I feel like that is so perfect. I mean, like, you could have probably got like another tough guy kind of actor to do it, but I don't think it would have been the same. I really don't think it would have been the same. Done. I believe with this song, Scrooge broke his chains of greed and depression. He really did. And to think you could get that across in just like a few minutes as well. That's amazing. That really is. That's really amazing. Because like, it's the conviction in the way he's singing that song. It really is. And he sounds more confident as well compared to when he was singing When Love Is Gone. He sounds really more into it. He's still not a great singer because it's Michael Caine, but like the confidence is there. That eagerness is there. That excitement is there in his voice. Evan, you kind of make me feel guilty for not buying Muppet Christmas Carol on DVD. No offense. Buy it on DVD then. I didn't tell you not to buy on DVD. I'd say, yeah, get the extended version. Watch the extended version. Listy says he's a cheeky Cockney chappy. He really is. Yeah, so that's Thankful Heart is my favourite Muppets movie song. So before I leave, I'd like to know from all of you, what is your favourite Muppets movie song? Your number one favourite. Don't give me a top 5, because I can't go for everyone's top 5. Let me know what your number 1 is in chat, and we'll have a talk about your personal favourite. It's your chance to chip in. I'm always curious to see what people's number 1 favourite is. Especially when I've gone through the hard task of trying to narrow them all down to my number 1. I'm like, okay, this was hard. How did anyone else narrow this down? Evan, I mean, the fact you think Muppet Christmas Carol is S tier good makes me eager. Yep, it is. It is S tier good. It definitely is. But it's only S tier when you have When Love Is Gone. It's A tier when you don't. Extended version, gotta see it. Gotta see it. So what's everyone's favourite Muppet movie song? From the movies, not the TV show. Listy, I personally rank Feels Like Christmas slightly above Thankful Heart, but it's very, very marginal. So close. I was so close with putting Feels Like Christmas. So close. So close. You see what I mean? It was so hard to pick. Cameron's favourite is Rainbow Connection. But so Feels Like Christmas. I love Jerry Nelson's performance as Ghost of Christmas Present, and the way I feel like that's another scene in the film that gets me into the Christmas feeling. Just that so good. I feel so bad for not being able to put it in my top 5. Can this be a top 6 instead? But yeah, Cameron says Rainbow Connection. We've already talked about that one. Dunn says mine is it's a happy song because it's so cheerful and it brightens my day when I feel bored, and seeing Mickey Rooney was a treat. Yeah, it is very chipper, and it's got that Broadway appeal as well. Evan, my favourite is Man on Muppet because it's great and powerful part of Walter and Gary's arcs. Yes, it really is. Man on Muppet, another one that was so close to being in my top 5. When I was narrowing it down close to my 5, Man on Muppet was almost going to make it, because it's one of those songs where you've got characters split up, and it's not really duet, but the way they juxtapose the same song together against each other is very deep, very powerful. Could be the Interrogation from Muppets Most Wanted is one of the catchiest songs I've ever heard in my life. Another one that was so close to being in my top 5. Interrogation song is so good. The snappiness of it, the way that each interrogation just like builds into the other, and like the chorus and the dynamic between Sam Eagle and the French detective. Oh, so good. so good. Evan also likes Life as a Pet from Kermit Swampiest. To be fair, that's a very funky song. Remember, when I re-listened to it, I was like, oh, this is pretty damn funky. Listy, I enjoyed Cabin Fever from Treasure Island a few times on YouTube during lockdown. That's a very, very catchy one, Cabin Fever. I remember my strongest memory of Cabin Fever was the fact that it was always on the VHS trailer from Treasure Island. They really wanted to sell Cabin Fever. Done. All these Muppet movies are getting old. Do you mean like it's been a while since they came out? Because you're talking about some films that came out when I was born. You're saying I'm old? I think, Muppet Christmas Carol came out when I was like 1 or 2. If you are saying these films are getting old, I'm getting old. Okay, I'm getting old. Okay, fine, sorry, I'm getting old. So anyone else want to say their favourite Muppet movie song before I head off? Always curious to know what other people would pick. You know what? The song I've just came into my head now was the me song. I'm having my me time. That one. Done. And seeing Cabin Fever on VHS tape is nostalgic. It really is. This makes me want to watch the VHS trailer from Muppet Treasure Island now. Late Guy. I love Shiver My Timbers. It sounds epic and mysterious. Yes, it really It builds the mood. It gets you into the film. Really sucks you into the film. It really is. Like I said earlier on, you don't see any of the main Muppets characters. It's all just the island. You barely see the pirates. It's just the atmosphere of the island and the characters that are on that island, the animals and anything that can talk on the island. It's their song, and that's what makes the whole thing just, you're like, oh, this treasure is so foreboding. It's just so mysterious, so strange. I want to see if anyone can find this treasure. I wonder what it's going to be like when we actually get to this island, when we come back to this island later. Ooh. Cameron Blythe, what about the rap song from Muppets 2011? Oh, I love that song. I really do love the rap song. Like I said in my review of Muppets 2011, what's great about that song is, like, even though it's really short, it fits the Tex Richmond character because he's all about, like, just getting straight to the point. He's not about theatrics. He's just kind of like, yo, this is who I am. Deal with it. Let's move on. Like, it fits his character. But it's just so short. It works because it's short, but at the same time, it's so hard to appreciate because it just flies by. And it's really good. It's really fun. Don, have you talked about Return to Oz before? I have. There's a Puppet Panic video on Return to Oz on my channel. Right. I better head off now. Hope you all enjoyed the stream, by the way. Hope you all enjoyed the countdown. Hope it was an interesting countdown. Hope you're well. Hope you're happy. Hope you're smiling. Hope you have a good morning, a good evening, a good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is for you.